From heart-stopping overtakes to nail-biting comebacks, we'll relive the moments that have solidified Verstappen's status as a true racing icon. In this video, we will be highlighting the top 10 finishes of none other than the phenomenal Max Verstappen. Number 10. Japan 2022. A champion's drive. In Japan, Max Verstappen was poised to claim the championship, needing only a victory and the fastest lap, or for Charles Leclerc to finish third or lower. He was the clear favorite, and it was just a matter of time before he secured the title. The excitement began with Verstappen snatching pole position from Leclerc by a mere 0.1. Rain persisted on race day, causing the teams to opt for intermediate tires at the start. Despite a spirited challenge from Leclerc at turn 1, the race was red flagged after just 2 laps. We endured a lengthy delay, but once the action resumed, Verstappen displayed his dominance. Over the course of 28 intense laps, he triumphed with an astonishing lead of more than 27 seconds. Even though Leclerc's post-race penalty caused him to drop from second to third, it does not diminish Verstappen's extraordinary achievement under the most challenging circumstances. The title was rightfully his, and he showcased remarkable skill and determination throughout the race. Number 9. Malaysia 2015. Setting the first of many records. During his debut in the Grand Prix for Toro Rosso, Max Verstappen made history as the youngest driver ever in Formula One, achieving this feat at the tender age of 17 years and 166 days. In just his second race, he continued to break records by becoming the youngest point scorer in F1 history. Amidst threatening rain, Verstappen skillfully completed a lap before the downpour, securing a spot in Q3 and an outstanding 6th place on the grid, narrowly trailing behind his Red Bull teammates Daniel Kvyat and Daniel Ricciardo. On race day, despite the unpredictable weather shifting from rain to dry conditions and the usual scorching heat, Verstappen showcased his talent by consistently earning points. With an impressive performance, he crossed the finish line in 7th place, marking another milestone in his budding career. This race was just the beginning of an extraordinary journey for Verstappen, as he would go on to break numerous records in the years to come. Number 8. Hungary 2022. Spin and win. Usually, when a driver qualifies in 10th place at the Hungaroring, they would typically aim for a top 5 finish at best, and if luck is on their side, perhaps even a podium position. The Dutchman's progress was initially a bit sluggish, but a clever strategic move called an undercut allowed him to leapfrog Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso, securing the 5th place. Another well-timed undercut not only brought Verstappen into contention for a podium finish, but also put him in the running for a potential victory. Despite a spin after overtaking Leclerc, Verstappen showed remarkable resilience as he quickly recovered, passed Leclerc once again, and then found himself in the lead after the frontrunners made their pit stops. From his initial position in 10th, he ultimately triumphed with an impressive lead of nearly 8 seconds. Number 7. Mexico 2018. Victory fueled by defeat. In a thrilling qualifying session, Max Verstappen narrowly missed out on his first pole position, with his teammate Daniel Ricciardo securing the top spot by a mere 0.026. Verstappen couldn't hide his frustration, admitting to feeling super angry after Saturday's intense showdown. But did that anger fuel his performance on race day? When the lights went out, Verstappen swiftly left Ricciardo behind as the Australian encountered technical troubles later on, forcing him to retire. Undeterred, Verstappen showcased his exceptional skills, leaving his competitors in the dust and crossing the finish line almost 20 seconds ahead of his closest rival, Sebastian Vettel from Ferrari. Only Kimi Räikkönen and Lewis Hamilton, who was celebrating his 5th World Championship victory that day, managed to complete the race on the same lap as Verstappen. It was an electrifying race that showcased Verstappen's sheer talent and determination. Number 6. Austria 2019. Pouncing on Leclerc for victory. In a thrilling turn of events, Max Verstappen narrowly missed out on pole position to Leclerc by a mere 0.4 of a second. However, fortune smiled upon him when Hamilton received a penalty, securing Verstappen a spot at P2 on the starting grid. Excitement filled the air as the race began, but unfortunately, Verstappen had a sluggish start, dropping all the way down to 7th place. He strategically decided to stay out on the track for an extended period before finally making a pit stop on lap 31, placing him in 4th position. With a challenging task ahead, he set his sights on the leading pack. As the race progressed, the tension escalated when Verstappen closed in on Mercedes' Valtteri Bottas and engaged in an exhilarating battle. Their wheels briefly clashed, positions were exchanged, and spectators were treated to a mesmerizing display of skill and rivalry. Finally, on lap 69, Verstappen made a daring move to claim the lead, securing Honda's first victory since 2006. The crowd erupted in jubilation as Red Bull celebrated a triumphant win at their home race. Number 5. Emilia-Romagna 2021, sending a clear message. In an electrifying showdown at Imola in 2021, Verstappen and Hamilton engaged in a thrilling battle for the title, marking the first serious clash of their intense rivalry. The stage was set with heavy rain pouring down before the race, adding an extra layer of excitement. As the lights went out, Verstappen, starting from P3 on the grid, made a daring leap to overtake his teammate Perez and challenged the pole-sitter, Hamilton, for the coveted lead into the first corner. It was a heart-pounding moment as they jostled for position. Hamilton, demonstrating his skill and determination, skillfully maneuvered his Mercedes around the outside of Tamburello, while Verstappen showed nerves of steel, holding firm on the inside line. With a brief moment of contact, Verstappen emerged victorious and surged ahead, igniting cheers from the crowd. Number 4. United States 2021, late race magic at Austin. In the thrilling moments at Côtier, with Verstappen closing in on the leading Mercedes, Hamilton received an exciting message. It's all about the last 3 laps. Despite starting from pole position, the Dutchman had a slow start, but he gradually closed the gap on the reigning champion after his second pit stop. The challenging track conditions at Austin, notorious for wearing out tires quickly, added to the intensity. Verstappen skillfully maneuvered through the twists and turns of the circuit, skillfully overtaking slower cars along the way. With just 5 laps remaining, he successfully surpassed Hamilton and claimed victory at the United States Grand Prix. Christian Horner described Verstappen's performance as classy. Number 3. Netherlands 2021, soaking up the pressure at home. Verstappen embraced an unforgettable moment as he prepared for his very first home Grand Prix weekend. With the entire Dutch nation cheering him on, the stakes were high. The return of Zandvoort to the Formula One calendar after decades added to the excitement. Adding to the intensity was Verstappen's thrilling battle for the championship against the formidable Hamilton and the mighty Mercedes team. But Verstappen didn't let the pressure get to him. Instead, he drew strength from the sea of orange-filled grandstands, filled with passionate fans. With determination and skill, he claimed the coveted pole position and left the 2 Mercedes drivers in his wake during the race. Number 2. Spain 2016, winning on his Red Bull debut. What is there left to say about Spain 2016 that hasn't already been talked about? It was a momentous occasion when Red Bull made the bold decision to demote Kvyat and promote the young prodigy, Verstappen. This move sparked a wave of discussion and debate on social media, with both doubters and supporters sharing their opinions. However, nobody could have foreseen the incredible turn of events that awaited Verstappen in his debut race. As fate would have it, the title rivals Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton had a collision on the track, resulting in a safety car period. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Verstappen, who had initially qualified 4th but lost a position to Vettel before regaining it, found himself starting second on the restart. With unwavering determination, the Dutchman held his ground throughout the race, executing a 2-stop strategy compared to his teammate Ricciardo's 3-stop approach. Despite facing a late charge from Raikkonen, Verstappen showcased his skill and composure, ultimately achieving an extraordinary victory in his first race for Red Bull. Number 1. Brazil 2016, a masterclass in the wet. Verstappen's remarkable performance at the rain-soaked 2016 Brazilian Grand Prix has secured its place among his greatest Formula One drives. Despite finishing 3rd, his electrifying display left the Interlagos paddock and fans worldwide in awe. From his jaw-dropping spin and save maneuver on the main straight to his audacious overtakes on Kimi Räikkönen and Nico Rosberg, especially the daring move around the outside of the Curva do Sol, Verstappen's fearless driving captivated the audience. Moreover, his remarkable recovery from 16th to 3rd in just 16 laps, trailing only Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, after a 5th pit stop for fresh tires, showcased his incredible skills. Verstappen's performance was so sensational that it became the talk of the town. His mesmerizing feats ensured that everyone couldn't stop discussing his remarkable display long after the race had ended. From his audacious maneuvers to his unwavering determination, Verstappen has left an indelible mark on the sport. With every race, he continues to push the boundaries of what's possible behind the wheel, captivating fans around the globe. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated.